Eagles spring practices have begun, and what they're saying is DeVonta Smith is catching everything. He is catching everything, and everybody better get used to this. The whole entire NFL, because DeVonta Smith is a stud. Mark my words, clip this video, do what you gotta do, but DeVonta Smith will be Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. So today we have come with the hell is that? It's a big ass dog. Dallas still stinks.
You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys are doing well. So the Eagles began spring practices today. We're going to get into it in a second, but first, I got to give you guys a reminder. Dingbat Nation has invaded TikTok, mother humpers. We're invading it. If you haven't, click the link in the description. Follow me over there. I haven't released some stuff in a few days over there, but I'm about to release a bunch of stuff, so you don't want to miss it. There you only get like 59 seconds to talk. I'm not sure how much I like it there so far yet, but I'm trying to get used to it. You get like 59 seconds to talk, so you got to talk real fast. You got to make your point, and then you got to get done. You got to be done. There you go. That's like TikTok. But I'm over there nonetheless. Definitely come hang out with me. We'll have exclusive stuff over there, so you don't want to miss it. Now, in regards to the Eagles, as I said, the Eagles have begun spring practices. This is modified from what they were going to do before with the mini camps, OTAs, and all those kind of things. The players were not going to show up for voluntary camp, so this was kind of something they agreed upon. And I don't think they're doing 11-on-11s and things like that, but they're learning, they're training, and they're practicing, and they are working together. So that's very good. The Eagles did make a roster move today, okay? The Eagles signed Willie Henry, a defensive tackle, 27 years old. He originally was drafted by the Baltimore Ravens, I believe in the 4th round, okay? They're saying that there's some connection between him and Andy Weddle, and that's why the Eagles might have brought him in. The Eagles did also bring him in for some tryouts and workouts in 2019. So they've been eyeing this guy for a while. This is a very crowded position. Defensive tackle, the Eagles are kind of loaded. I think this is going to be very hard for him to make this team, make this roster at defensive tackle. You got some guys who I think can play, okay? So it's going to be interesting. But he comes in. The Eagles released Joe Bocci, the linebacker. I didn't expect much from him anyways. So to me, this is no big deal. But what a crowded roster spot that defensive tackle position is for the Eagles. Hopefully, they get a lot of good play and they'll be very, very deep. Hopefully, we get Fletcher Cox back to what he normally is over the past few years. I thought last year was a down year for him. But they bring this kid in. We'll see how he does. Who knows? I think he's played in like one game in like 4 years or something like that. So he was with San Francisco. I think he signed a couple contracts with the Niners as like, contract future type things. Didn't work out. Now he's with the Eagles. And we'll see. We'll see. That's all we can do. Meanwhile, the Eagles, they started spring practices today. And you see everybody out there. You see Joe Flacco, he's out there. You see Jalen Hurts, he's out there. DeVonta Smith, Quez Watkins, Rager. Mostly everybody was there. I think Ertz, Fletcher Cox, Darius Slay. There were a few guys that couldn't make it but are expected to come later. However, one of the big things that came out today was DeVonta Smith was catching everything. He was catching everything thrown his way. Everything. And this is not a surprise to me at all. This is not a surprise. Now, I will say this. When you look at DeVonta Smith, right, without pads on and stuff, man, he is thin. He is really thin. There is no question about it. But, man, when you watch him run routes, when you watch him catch, when you watch him play, he's awesome. He's awesome. People who say that he's never caught in traffic or never make hard catches, I don't know what they're watching. DeVonta Smith does it all. And I think he is going to be an absolute stud for the Eagles. Watching him and Jalen Hurts connect gets me real excited. It gets me pumped up for this season. It gets me fired up for this season. I cannot wait to see what he and Jalen Hurts do this year. I think it's going to be a big, big year. The other guy that I kind of was impressed from some of the things I saw was Quez Watkins. I think Quez Watkins is going to make a real push for that second wide receiver because I think you're going to have Rager in the slot, and I think Watkins is going to battle for that other outside position. Quez Watkins, I love him. I love him. You know what I mean? He looks good to me. And with him, DeVonta Smith, God, I'm so excited about this team. I cannot wait for football. Cannot wait to see us take the field and see what we can do. And, you know, we talk all the time about Jalen Hurts. This season goes as Jalen Hurts goes. And I talked about that yesterday, and it's very, very true. But one of the best ways to make Jalen Hurts successful is going to be Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is one of the big keys, in my opinion, for this team. Miles Sanders was not used last year very well. At all. I mean, you can't have games where he's got 7-8 carries in the first half, has like 88 yards, and then he gets 5 carries the whole second half. That's just unacceptable. Now, I'm not saying you have to give the guy over 300 carries in a season. I'm not saying you even give the guy 20 carries in a game. But he's got to get way more touches than he does. He's too much of a home run hitter. Now, you mix him in with Kerryon Johnson, with with Jordan Howard, Professor Kenneth Gainwell, because he's a professor. The name Kenneth Gainwell sounds like a professor. You know what I mean? It sounds like... I'm sorry. It cut off on me. Somebody was trying to call me as I was making a video. Don't these people know better? Don't they know better? It was the sofa company calling me. They keep calling me, right? I ordered a couple sofas from them and a recliner, right? They bring the recliner, the 2 sofas. They had a special order because they didn't have it in stock. So I'm like, okay, fine. And they're like, this is back when I first moved, because I have this whole room here that needs to be filled with furniture. So they're like, oh, it's going to take a few weeks because there's all these things going on with getting stuff in off of the docks and things like that. Everything's taking a while to come in. I'm like, okay, fine. When's it going to be here? They're like, mid-May. Okay, so mid-May comes, nothing, right? Call them up. They're like, oh, yeah, we got one of your couches in, and the other one we're still waiting for. It should be in tomorrow. I'm like, okay, good. And this is back on, like, Friday. So, Saturday comes. I call them up. I'm like, did you get it in? They're like, yeah, we got the other one in, but it's damaged. So we had to reorder it, and it's going to take a few more weeks. Well, a few more weeks, I'm going out of town. Okay? I'm going out of town. Secondly, you got the other sofa sitting there. Why isn't it here? What's it doing there? Bring it here. So I'm like, I want the other one delivered. And they're like, okay, I guess we could do that. You guess you could do that? What are you keeping it there? Now I gotta wait weeks. I got people coming over. I can't do my consent. So that's why they were calling me, because I talked to them yesterday and into delivering. So they're telling me the time that come. Just bring the mother humper. Anyways, what the hell was I talking about before I got distracted? Damn. Oh yeah. We're talking about the professor. Professor Kenneth Gainwell. Doesn't that sound like a guy who invents like some new chemical, new foundational thing that can save the world? Professor Kenneth Gainwell. He worked with Bruce Banner on gamma radiation. That's what it sounds like, but I love the guy. I love him. You know what I mean? And then you look at him, and you look at Jordan Howard, and you look at Kerryon Johnson, and you rotate those mother humpers in with Miles Sanders. That's going to help Jalen Hurts out tremendously. And I think that running game, even though I talked yesterday that everything is evolved and revolves around Jalen Hurts, that running game is going to be a big key into Jalen Hurts being successful. And if Jalen Hurts is successful, DeVonta Smith is going to be successful. I have no doubt in my mind, and you can clip this, you can write, I don't care what you want to do. I have no doubt in my mind that Jalen Hurts is going to be, Jalen Hurts is going to be a stud, but DeVonta, I'm losing my mind. I'm getting so caught up in Jalen Hurts. I love him. You know what I mean? But DeVonta Smith, there's no doubt in my mind, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Clip it. I don't care what you want to do. Play it in a loop. Rub it in my face next year after the season if it doesn't happen. But DeVonta Smith will win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I have no doubt. I'm not even worried about it. I have no doubt whatsoever. And to hear that he's in camp catching everything, it's what I expected. And you may say, well, he hasn't put a uniform on yet. He hasn't got hit yet. All those kind of things. True, very true, very true. But I don't want to hear him dropping everything, looking horrible, can't run, can't do all the stuff. What I expect is him to be in camp, impressing everybody, catching everything, doing everything he's got to do. So right now, we are on schedule with DeVonta Smith. And that's a very, very exciting thing. DeVonta Smith was the steal of this draft, man. I love that we got him. I love it. And, look, there's some other interesting things coming out from camp. They're saying Jalen Hurts looks really good. Even Joe Flacco's there, which is kind of weird. Avonte Maddox, he just did a press conference not too long ago, interviews, and he was talking about he's expecting a big year. His confidence is tremendously high. If we could get Avonte Maddox from, let's say, his rookie year, because I thought his rookie year was his best year. If we could get that Avonte Maddox to return this year, then you don't need another cornerback, too. I don't think so. I think you could put Avonte Maddox on the outside. Is he better in the slot? Perhaps. But I think he can play outside, and I think he can do it successfully. Jonathan Gannon is going to have to develop some of these guys. That is key. It is key for us to be successful. So I think the Eagles starting spring training, wonderful thing. I wish they had the full all-season workout that they usually have, but they're getting work. They're getting to learn the playbook. They're getting into routines, and the players are there, and they're bonding. That is very, very good. They also showed Landon Dickerson there. He was taking some snaps, so it looks like they're putting him at center. They want him to be center. What they were all saying with him, he couldn't do a lot of stuff, but he is one beast of a man. They said that he was towering over Andre Dillard. What does this say about Andre Dillard? I don't know. But look, I love it. You know what I mean? It's good. Landon Dickerson's got to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, this is going to wind up being an A-plus draft. Mark my words. With that said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Sorry about the sofa rant. Had to get it off my chest. And, yeah, it happens. Don't call me when I'm making a video. That's all I can say. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And, of course, don't be a dingbat. It's very interesting to me because when it comes to Eagles content creators, we'll take a lot of crap about being Eagle fans and all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to content creators, we never eat our own. We never come on here and talk crap about each other, take shots at each other, even if we don't all like each other, which is the case. Okay, there are guys that certain people will not listen to. There are guys that I will not listen to. There are things like that. But we never go after each other. We have enough respect not to. Not Giant fans. Not Giant fans. They eat their own. They eat their own. And that's because they haven't won in a long, long time. They forgot what it was like to win. Okay? They don't know. It's been forever. And, I want to address the so-called 60-minute man. A 60-minute man. Mr. Pizzle. 60-minute man. You ain't no 60-minute man. Let's face it. No 60-minute man ever needed a whistle. No 60-minute man needs a whistle. Woo! Hey, baby, I'm a little tired. Woo! Baby, my heart's racing. Woo! Baby, slow down because I'm almost finished. Woo! Baby, I'm hungry. I need a mayonnaise sandwich. Woo! Baby, did you see the snakes in the bayou? Woo! No 60-minute man needs a whistle. That's how you know he's full of crap, okay? Because here's the thing. Whistles are only for two things, for two types of people. Referees and people who need a timeout, who need to stop for a little bit to rest. That ain't a 60-minute man. You ain't no 60-minute man. Let's face it. He considers 60 minutes, 59 minutes, and 45 seconds of ear nibbling. Yeah, that feel good, baby doll? That feel good? That feel good? And 15 seconds of pumping. And then he's done. He ain't a 60-minute man. He's a 15-second chump. Okay? And the truth is, you've been married for a long time. If it's 60 minutes that it takes you, you ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right. Most of us real men can do it in half the time, and everybody's satisfied. I want my belt. I'm going to get my belt. You can't duck me. You can come on this channel anytime. I've already invited you on, and you duck me, but you keep talking about me. You keep talking about Mark Holmes. I'm coming for you, Pizzle. You can't stop it.